Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, Life with Patty, and happy Sunday everybody. So it's Sunday evening and I'm relaxing, and I thought I would do some coloring in this Pinup Models coloring book. I never say her first name correctly. Last name is Victoria Demita, I think. Demita, have no clue. But anyways, I chose this picture for this evening to color. This is all like retro pictures of the 50s or whatever. I'm going to flip this around so I can get started and we can chat as we go. I am using the Copic light beige is what I'm using. These Copic markers are awesome possum, but they are about $7 a piece. So I don't have every color. I just get the flesh tones in these because my less expensive markers, the alcohol markers that I get from like Amazon, they work just fine for the others, but for the flesh tones I like a good quality marker. So I go to Michael's and get these. I've tried to get them at Hobby Lobby, and they, at least our Hobby Lobby, is never stocked up on alcohol markers. So I just go to Michael's because I know I can always find them there. And it's something too that I don't like to order online. I don't know why. I feel like a lot of times with these alcohol markers with Amazon, if they sit in the warehouse for too long and the warehouse is not properly heated or cooled, it dries them out. Same thing with makeup. And I'm not trying to slam on Amazon, but I bought makeup through Amazon and I won't do that anymore because I get it and it's dried out for my foundations. So I go to Michael's for my alcohol markers, and I usually have to make a run like maybe once every 2 months or so. So the last run I made was about a month ago and I'm still holding out pretty good. I haven't had any dry up too fast. So, and I do like the Peter Popper press alcohol markers, and they have great skin tones as well. I get those at my work, so sometimes I buy those as well. So like I said, it's Sunday evening. We have stayed home all day today. My grandson and my son came out. They usually come out about every other weekend to visit. Jackson likes to craft in my craft room. And today he helped me clean out a bunch of bags I had of stuff that I've just collected. And we ended up, I sent him home with a whole bag of stuff that he wanted. And I was more than happy to send it home. So it's out of my house. And then I actually had 2 bags. Oh, no, wait, almost 3 bags of stuff that I just threw away because I've had it for years and years and years, never used it. Got it at the Dollar Tree, never used it. Oops, sorry. So I just decided I'm gonna throw it away, and I know I could donate it, but I was in the mojo right then and I wanted to clean that out. So Jackson and I, we cleaned out quite a bit of the stuff that had been in my craft room. So that felt good. And then he bought some little canvases with him that my son bought them at Dollar General, and we painted those. And we just had a nice visit, and my son likes to visit with my husband, and they visit quite a bit. And then, yeah, we just had a nice relaxing day, and I get tomorrow off as well. So that will be nice. And then back to work on Tuesday, which will be crazy because anytime we are closed for a 3-day weekend, then people are behind on getting their meds, and it's just a zoo in there. So hopefully it'll go smooth so that my boss isn't all Krabby Patty. He gets kind of stressed out easy and then gets a little bit crabby. Okay, I'm gonna use a gel pen for her eyes. I'm just gonna do the in green. I either do green or blue, it seems like, but the gel is so pretty. And then I'm going to use a ultra fine, oh, where did it go? Here we are. I'm gonna use an ultra fine Sharpie for her lips. I found that the alcohol markers sometimes bleed. So if you need a really small area, I use the ultra fine Sharpies. Sharpies to me don't bleed. Although I didn't make her lips very nice. Oh well. Okay. Now let's see. For her hair, I think we're gonna do funky hair. I think we're gonna give this beautiful girl some pink hair. She is going to have pink hair. These are not the ultra fine Sharpies. This is the fine Sharpie. I think this is called like a baby pink or a soft pink. It is my favorite pink from all the Sharpies for pinks. It's one of my favorite pinks, period. Okay, we don't want to cover her ear with pink hair. Her ear is showing. And when it first goes on, it's a little bit dark. And then as it dries, it gets lighter, which is weird, but I learned that. Same thing with the yellow. Comes out kind of brownish gray. And then as it dries, boom, it pops yellow. I had all intentions of doing lots of yard work this weekend and have done none. Oh well. We had a friend that came over and he helped us out a couple weekends ago, and he and his son did a lot of weeding and they did a great job, but I've got weeds everywhere. My husband usually sprays them all and he's not able to do that right now, so they've kind of just taken over the yard. And his brother came and sprayed for us once, but I think it's one of those things my husband used to spray like 2 or 3 times a year at least, because you can tell the difference. I'm gonna color in these bubbles just all kinds of different colors, because we're just gonna make it fun. So I wasn't gonna do a video tonight, and then I was talking with Susie by the sea. We were both talking about how our channels really are not growing that much. And maybe it's our own fault because we're just not dedicated to putting a video out every single day or consistently, you know. But I get busy with my own life, and so I don't always get a video put out. So I thought, well, I'm going to color tonight. Why not color and chat? We won't finish this whole page together because that will take forever. Well, it doesn't take forever, but long enough that I don't want to leave you on here for like 40 minutes. And I'm still reading The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna, because it's like 580 pages long, and I am almost to page 400. And it is really good. But right now we're kind of lagging a little bit. Okay, so I think we're going to make this phone, I don't know if I should make it red or black. I'm going to make it red. I don't know, maybe I should make it red and black. What do you think? No, I don't think so. We have to make the dial tone thing a different color. Like a beige or something. Let's see. And then we'll make the buttons red. So get that. So, what else is going on? The weather's been super nice here. Jenny and I went for a walk this evening. She was so happy to go for a walk. She loves to go for her walks. And we just went around the houses and the shop. She loves to go for her walks. Maybe tomorrow we'll go a little bit further. I don't know. She just gets so excited. Because she is an indoor dog, but she loves to be outside. She's chicken of everything. She gets scared of everything. Like if we lived in town, I'd probably if I lived in an apartment with her, we'd probably have to get rid of her because she barks at every little thing. Like seriously, we have one neighbor next door and he was out in his garage last night when we went to bed and she was barking at him. It's like, geez, you're not the only one here, kiddo. All right. But now, almost well, I know in California, I don't know about other states, but in California, if you have a written note from your doctor that you can have a pet for a companion, whether it be a dog or a cat, an apartment complex or a rental place cannot deny you. They can't say, oh, you can't live here because we don't allow pets. If you have a medical written note from your doctor that says you need a companion, you can have an animal. So you have to pay maybe a larger deposit on your apartment, but you don't have to pay extra on your rent. You just have to pay more on your deposit. And so I went to deliver medication to a patient last week, and they live in an apartment complex, and next door to them was a dog barking, and I thought, I wonder how that works. Like, do the dogs get, like, if they're too obnoxious, do they get warnings with them? Or I would think so, because you can't have a dog, you know, barking and keeping everybody else awake or something. I don't know. When I lived in an apartment in the town over after I had got a divorce 20 years ago, they allowed pets, cats, dogs, gerbils, fish, birds, but you paid $500 more on your deposit per animal. So if you had 2 animals, then you would pay $1,000 more on your deposit. And most people just had cats, and you weren't allowed to let your cat out of your apartment. At first I thought that was kind of mean, but then I realized why, because there would be like 70 cats out in the apartment complex, you know. So I know that one man, I don't know how we got on this subject so much, but because of Jenny, but I know that one man in our apartment complex over there, he got kicked out because he had like, oh my gosh, when the manager went in there for the inspection, he had like 12 cats, 12 grown cats, not like they'd had a litter of kittens, you know, and then he was waiting to get rid of them. He had like 12 adult cats, and he lived in a 2-bedroom apartment like I did, and so one of the bedrooms had a nice big size walk-in closet, and that was where he put all the litter boxes. And well, you could have 12 cats, and if you're not good about keeping it clean, anyways, I guess they had to rip out all his carpet, and they even had to replace the wooden part of the floor because of all the urine it had just soaked through in there. Like, yuck, that's nasty. I don't even know how somebody could stand the smell of that, you know? Like, we have one cat, and I clean his litter box every single day. Could you imagine having 12 cats? I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine feeding that many cats. Or then they're not even gonna get along. They're gonna like fight. Ugh. I remember one time my parents, they were up to 5 dogs. And I just thought that was normal because I lived there. But now I think about that and I think there's no way. We had 2 dogs at one time. And they were both fine. They were well behaved, but I couldn't imagine having 3 more. Could you, dear?
Yeah.
Huh?
No.
No way, huh?
No way.
And now Jenny, our dog now Jenny, she takes so much of our attention. She loves the cat though. They play together. She's always wrestling with him. But I don't even know if she would be good with another dog because she doesn't like to share anything.
She doesn't like to share her space with her grandkids.
Yeah. When my grandkids come over, she gets mad. She's better with Jackson because he comes over quite a bit. But she definitely doesn't like it. She likes it when it's just me and my husband, and that's it. It's like that's her comfortable world. If we have a visitor and they stay for maybe an hour, she's okay if it's just one visitor. But if you get more than that, ugh, she's horrible. But partially that's our fault because we never take her anywhere. Oh, this is turning out so cute. What are we up to? 16 minutes? I don't know. Maybe we'll just make this a long video, and if you don't want to watch the whole thing, you don't have to. I watched a lot of videos today, but you know, it's hard to get in everybody's video because I follow so many people and I try to support everybody that follows me, but sometimes it's just hard. Okay, let's see. Let's give her a blue chair. Let's give her a blue chair. Let's see. These are they're just called Shaffet. And I got 262 of them for like $40. But some of them, I mean, I will warn you, some of them dry out fast. They do bleed a little bit. They're not the highest of quality, but for as much coloring as I do, they're good because I go through so many markers because I color so much. Last month on my completed pages colored, I colored 49 pages. And once before I colored 49 pages, so that's the most I've ever done. And I was like, dang, if I would have really known that, I probably would have done one more just so I could have broke my record and did 50 pages. But that's okay. Some of my pages are harder to do than others. I'm not like a perfectionist. I do it because I really enjoy it. I color every night before I go to bed for at least a half an hour because it just relaxes me. Okay, let's see. Let's get some blue bubbles. I went through all my books to see how many pages I'd colored in every single book, and I did break open 2 books that I've had for a long time that I had never colored one picture in them, and I colored a page in each one of those. So like I'm trying to, if I've got all the books and why not use them? You know, if you buy it, use it. Yeah, or donate them to somebody who, I did pull 2 books to donate to my grandkids that I just knew I wasn't going to color in anymore. The ones in Montana, my granddaughters, they love to color. So does Riley, and she lives close to me, like 30 miles away. She likes to color too, so I could give her some of those. And my husband's granddaughter, Taylor, she is 13, and she loves to color too. So we bought her some color books the last time they were here. And when she opened them up, she told her mom, Oh, these are the good quality color bars. They're not the little ones that you do, like, that you get at the Dollar Tree or, you know. I bought her the same kind that I color in. And I think she colored like 4 pages when they were here visiting. And she likes to craft. And if they lived closer, she could come over and craft more because she likes to craft. And she likes to color too, so she colored a lot. When I was a kid, I loved coloring. That was all I did, almost, was just color. My mom said I was the easiest child till I was a teenager. Oh well, can't be perfect forever. Alright, let's see, what else? These are Crayolas. They're just a Crayola metallic. And I don't even know where I got them. I might have got them at work. But I mean, you can get these at, they come in like a pack of 12. And you can buy them at Walmart or Target, or I know Michael's and Hobby Lobby have them. But this one feels like it's kind of drying out. But they are cool because they're the metallic. So they look like the bar at that's on. Oh, see, this one is. Yep, this one's dried out. So I put it over here to put it in the dried out section. I'll just use this one. Once they dry out, I'm not going to save them and try to milk them because then I'll get started on a picture and then it will dry out halfway through and that'll ruin the picture. So. There we go. There's her chair. And got some more dots to do. Maybe make some purple dots. We watched the movie last night, Love Happens, with Jennifer Aniston, and I forget who the guy is that's in that movie. We've seen it once before, twice before. It is a pretty good movie. We were going to watch a movie tonight, but then I wanted to take Jenny for a walk, so we just watched a Bobby Flay. When I beat Bobby Flay, yeah. We like to watch those. Well, guys, I am going to get off of here for right now. So I almost have it done. I'll show you what I have done. You'll see it in my completed pages. But that's it. I have it almost done. Her skin tones came out nice with that Copic marker. Oh, I forgot to do her eyebrows. I'll do them with, there we go. There we go. All right, well, you guys have a good evening and take care. It was nice to chat with you. And I will see you guys probably on Tuesday, if not maybe tomorrow, Monday, for Die Cutting Monday. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.